Happy birthday, Aiden, I type into WhatsApp. It's September 17th, my friend Chandy's son's birthday. I feel like an asshole for not remembering most of my other friends' kids' birthdays. But I always remember Aiden's because it's Nanai's birthday too. Nanay. It means mom in Tagalog. But biologically, she's my paternal grandmother. I'm 11 years old, and I go to a school beside Edwards Gardens, which if you cut right through, goes right to Bridle Path. And in my class, a few kids live on the Bridle Path, like Mary Ellen, who spells it L-N. Mary Ellen's mom picks her up in a white Jaguar from school sometimes. And everyone else lives on a not as rich street, but they still wear Roots sweatshirts with their stirrups and Bass Weejuns penny loafers. I have stirrups too, from Byway. And my Roots sweatshirt that I begged for at Christmas is 1984, even though it's 1985. And Fafa, my grandfather, sometimes picks me up in a red rusty car that has duct tape holding the passenger door together. And you have to climb in through the window to get in. And I can hear the car before it gets into the school lot. As a matter of fact, everyone can hear it. Just like any other day, I come home from school. And as I approach the low-rise building we live in, I know it's just Nanay in our apartment, in our third-floor apartment. Because I can hear Victor and Nikki Newman in our third-floor apartment all the way from the sidewalk. I get into our apartment and I wait to watch Little House on the Prairie. And I sit on the floor because my aunt, Tita Loida, says I'm not clean enough for the couch. I love Little House on the Prairie and the Ingalls family. They're white, and there's Pa, and there's Ma, and Mary, and Carrie. And of course, there's Laura, my favorite, with her braids and her slightly buck teeth. I live with Nanay, Fafa, and Tita Loida in a one-bedroom apartment where I sleep on the floor on top of layers of a banig, which is a woven mat, and a blue itchy blanket, and then a red comforter on top for softness. Nanay's making dinner. She likes to watch Little House on the Prairie with me sometimes, because it's her favorite too, after Young and the wrestling. But now she's in the kitchen chopping something, loudly, over and over, blam, blam. And it sounds violent. It's bothering me because I can't hear the TV, which is already super loud at 52, so Nanay can hear the Ingalls from the kitchen. It's ruining my prairie vibe. It's the episode where Pa breaks his ribs falling off the roof. He's always breaking his ribs, Pa. And just as Doc Baker is taping Pa up, the falling leaves outside my window. Nanay! I can't hear. Stop singing. Her voice is too loud. And she doesn't have a beautiful songbird voice. She's in her late 60s and her voice sounds like a crackly old lady singing voice. But bolder and confident. And she's passionately serenading the meat she's bludgeoning. But it amuses her that I'm irritated. So even louder, with the cleaver now as her mic, the autumn leaves of red and gold. So I decide to go watch her make dinner because I'm hungry and I can't hear anyways. Nanay goes into full performance now with her made-up song. The falling leaves outside my window, the falling leaves of red and gold. She wants me to laugh or say something, and I just stare. See, this is why I don't ask Karen McKenzie or Melanie Michaels over. She smiles at me. What is the matter? I shrug, unamused. What's the point, I think? So I go back into the living room. I hate missing any part of Little House, but I feel like she's gonna do it again. So I listen just for a second. Okay, good, nothing. The falling leaves outside my window. Really? Nanai's strange looking to me, but she acts like the beautiful ladies I see on TV. She has a scar over her upper lip, and it reminds me of a bunny. Her hair is thin and frizzy because of a bad perm. She is in her home clothes and her chinelas, but she's got on red lipstick. She always has on red lipstick that she's shoplifted. When we go out, she wears a fancy black hat. And out can mean the grocery store or a party. It's the same thing to her. And she carries multiple heavy bags of groceries home by herself. She doesn't even act like a grandmother. She's always telling jokes and makes fun of people in Tagalog right in front of them. And I warn her, Nanay, they can tell that they're making fun of them. No, they don't. The twinkle in her eye tells me she doesn't care either way. When she watches wrestling after church on Sunday, she jumps up and she swears at the TV, Putragis, get up! And when I have sipon and runny nose, she makes me blow my nose into her hand. Nanay seems so foreign compared to the usual recipe of what a lady should be. She's a comfort food stew compared to the amuse-bouche of females I see, especially in my school's neighborhood. The year I turn 12, I move in with my mom and my stepdad, and I finally have my own room with my own TV, and I can't wait to invite friends over to drink iced tea and eat chips. I can sleep on a bed by myself, and I'm so excited that I'm not even sad when I'm leaving Nanay, because I'll visit. She'll be here chopping, singing, watching Little House on the Prairie without me. She said so herself, just before I left. This will be better for you. I was about 30 when Nanay died. I went into work as usual, sat down at my desk with my sunglasses on, and started crying. She wasn't always going to be there with her red lipstick chopping and singing. I never ended up visiting her as often as I always said I would because I thought I was too different from her now. So different from that time. It feels like I'm making up my childhood with her. In high school, she and Fafa moved back permanently to the Philippines. And it was just before they moved that I figured out that what she was singing was real. Not a weird made-up song that I was embarrassed by. A real song called Autumn Leaves. Nat King Cole sang it in 1945 when my nanay was Gorgunya Celia Antipolo and 33 years old. It's about remembering lost love. Now, I hear different versions of this song, sometimes in movies and anywhere really. But they all sound exactly the same to me. The falling leaves outside my window. Thank you.